The live stream just ended there. Literally just got cut lost. So don't understand what happened to that live stream from moments ago. But here we are once again live streaming some crypto market information. I'm going to share out the live stream. Super annoying. That was actually really annoying because there was absolutely no reason for the live stream to have ended, and now I have to go back into Discord to share out the link once again, and it just ended. My live stream just ended again. What the hell? Okay. Whatever. I guess it's not over. I'm over it. I'm not sharing the link out again. So, I'm just gonna go trade by myself because I'm kind of getting over this. You're on, he says. Alright. That was infuriating. I don't, that's like, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee and move past it, but... No, I meant for YouTube. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate that, DYOFR. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving some patience to get us here. This is the flow of money for the day so far. So I like looking at the chart is nice to show people because it looks colorful, but I like looking at the actual, or I get the graphic is nice. I like looking at the chart to actually see. So right now, stable coins, as always, are getting a good amount of inflow. CTC is still getting a good amount. TRX, Shiba, XMR, nothing that I'm really going to be touching. Bitcoin is having a net negative day, $71 million. Stablecoin. Ethereum is also having a net negative. XRP, Doge, auction. Okay. Alright, so not anything too crazy out there, but it looks like the market is pulling back just a little bit when it comes to money flow. Yeah. Alright, let's go through and check on the daily. So it's just been a negative or a null day. We've been just chilling for the day so far. Let's go into the minute on Bitcoin, well, on Ethereum first. We're going to run down the list and see if we can spot the pattern that we like to trade. Every single day, it's the exact same pattern. I'm using the VWAP. Let me get rid of the SMA here. Is that Binance data? This is... I don't actually know where they source their data from. I believe it's a conglomerate, like they gather it from multiple different exchanges. Yeah. I believe they gather it from all of these exchanges and then push it into one thing so that you can kind of get a good feeling for everything. So we got the VWAP here. This is what I use to trade. I try and keep things as simple as possible, and I wait for us to come and touch the VWAP. The volume weighted average price, right? So this is just standard deviations. This is statistics. This is the price of a liquid asset's going to spend a majority of the time around the VWAP because it's just statistics. That's like zero. That's the middle of the bell curve is within this border. So it's going to spend a good amount of time bouncing like this. I'm looking for a nice clean pattern setup within the VWAP. This is not it. See how it's been disrespecting it all morning? So I just moved straight past it onto Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we started off the day high and then immediately came down, and that would have been fine had we continued to stay down, but right here we broke above, so the pattern was nullified. So I'm just looking for a crypto asset that has been in a clear up or clear downtrend all day. So Matic kind of, but not really as volatile enough. I really like to see it like this is fine being up. I really want to see it go like this so that I have confidence it's going to continue doing it, right? So Matic has been in a downtrend all day, but not as clean of a pattern. We got Solana, very similar to Matic right now. HBAR disrespected it. XRP, Aptos. So a lot of these altcoins look like they're in kind of an iffy pattern. Binance looks like it's in an uptrend. Binance is something I kind of want to see on a longer scale here, and I got to get rid of the VWAP. Okay, not the perfect pattern, but Binance is something that looks pretty juicy to me. Like it's at the bottom of what looks like a pretty decent channel here. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that one, but I also just think, like, fundamentally Binance chilling at $140 is not going to remain for a long term. So maybe I have my bias hitting in a little bit. I think it might be a decent idea now that we're kind of getting a little bit of confirmation that we're bouncing off the bottom end of this channel for Binance with a 9% upside risk. And then if you were to do it on the flip side, I know we're talking about day trading, but on the flip side, you could lose 3%, so make 9 to lose 3. That looks like it's pretty juicy for a swing trade, so I might enter into that in a little bit on some low leverage, probably just like a 2x leverage. On the day, though, with my pattern, I would be stretching it. I'd be stretching it to say that this fit the pattern. Aave, absolutely not. So nothing looks super beautiful. You ever throw a pitchfork on a channel? No, I keep things extraordinarily simple when I'm doing this stuff. I find the more intricacies that I add to it, the less consistent I can be with my trading. At least that's just for me. I get analysis paralysis when I have too many things going on. So I found that the VWAP works nicely for me. I'm assuming you mean on the longer scale, because the VWAP is only a daily thing. You can't use this on a longer time horizon, but I honestly don't even know what that is. A fork? A pitchfork? Like, I know what a pitchfork is, but, like, are you saying, like, the pitch fan? No, you would have said pitch fan. Yeah. No, I have not. I will definitely enter into this trade. I just don't think I'll do it immediately. That might end up screwing me a little bit. Let's put the SMA back on. Okay, never mind. This is not moving too hot. I don't know why I thought it would be a lot closer. So we're on the 4-hour chart. We're just now getting some confirmation that we're not even confirmation yet. We're still below it. So I might have to wait for a little bit more confirmation or just enter into the trade knowing that I'm taking a little bit more risk because we haven't confirmed that we're moving to the top side of the channel just yet on Binance. It's disappointing. This Friday, it does not look like we have anything super clear to trade. All week this week, we've had some pretty clean trading setups. So it's a little disappointing, but we'll survive. If we're not meant to trade today, we're not meant to trade today. But that swing trade, I think, we'll definitely enter. Let's go. Let's open up signals on, since we'll be doing a longer term trade, we open up signals. Signals is really good for swing trading. Not so good for those scalping day trades. The pitchfork is under the fib menu. Oh, it's just a middle line? Okay, I didn't know that the middle line had a name. I was gonna draw a pitchfork through it. Like I was physically going to come in here with this tool and be like this. Bam. As soon as we break above this lower pitchfork here, I think it'll be perfect time to enter. You see, the pitchfork actually has been working perfectly as a resistance for BNB on the daily chart. So what I would be looking for specifically is for us to come above the lower end here and then back down for a retest. That retest, so long as we don't break below, would be confirmation for me to get into the trade. It's crazy how, like, that's me being ridiculous with it, obviously. I just drew a little shape on it. But it is funny that a lot of people, especially when they're trying to teach or create content, like, if you speak with a level of authority like that, if you speak as if you know exactly what you're talking about and it makes complete sense and you don't stumble around or leave too much open air for people to really think about what you're saying, you can say a lot of dumb shit and get away with it. It doesn't really look like, aside from early on in the channel, it does not look like this middle section was an area that the chart gave too much of a shit about. Back here, I guess a little bit more congestion, but signals, not XRP. Didn't we just switch it to BNB? Switch this to the 1 hour. If you guys want to look at any other things, I don't have like a complete list of cryptocurrencies, obviously. There's other large caps too that are not on this list. These are just ones that I've found do really well with the pattern. I like trading assets that I don't think I would mind holding. Like, I don't like trading meme coins. I just don't. And it's just what I prefer, right? So if you think of anything, it's got to have a decent amount of volume though. Like HBAR, this HBAR one is really pushing it. Not a lot of people are trading HBAR, at least not on BitGet. So the patterns, like, it's very choppy. You can see there's just low liquidity based off the candles here. They don't look natural. So this one's kind of pushing it for trading. What price range am I looking at? So if we go to the daily for BNB, we kind of, I am trying to pay attention to see if there's anything around 260 or 250. So if we scroll up here, give it some time to load. What setup are you looking for on a VWAP again? Yes. Let me see if there's any open unfinished auctions or wow, you can tell I just woke up, huh? Npox. Naked point of controls. There's one at 245. There's some volume up here, but I don't see the auction. It's interesting, I don't see anything. Sometimes it glitches out. And it like won't show me data from up here. Maybe I gotta be on a different exchange listing. Because I know, like, very, very confident that there is gonna be stuff up there. Because, like, why would it not? How aggressively we pulled down from here. There's 100% some leftover orders up here. But that's right. So I'm looking specifically, and we'll go to Bitcoin because I think the other day it had some clean setups. This is a trade that didn't end up going through, but this is the setup that I look for. So if we pull it to here, I'm looking for the VWAP. And The reason that this will work better on larger caps and cryptocurrencies that usually have a little bit of institutional attraction to them is because like the VWAP is something that I learned from someone from the institutions. So it's the volume weighted average price, and essentially they use it to determine if it's in an uptrend or a downtrend on the day. And obviously it switches constantly. But what I'm looking for is for us to be respecting the VWAP. So early in the morning, it doesn't matter because there's not a lot of data right here. And if you were to actually extend this VWAP from the previous day, we would still be respecting it, but that's besides the point. I'm looking for us to come down and test the VWAP and then bounce. I'm looking for us to maintain that direction, and then every time we come down to test the VWAP, it's an opportunity to add to a swing trade or a day trade. So this is just a clear as day uptrend all morning for Bitcoin yesterday. So we coming down, we tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times, and so I came in and entered my position right there when we came down and touched the VWAP. I put my stop loss down a little bit. On this one, I was looking how far below did we break last time, because it's not like clean. It's not going to ever be exactly to a penny. So we went down 0.9%. So I set my stop loss over here 0.14% below the VWAP because I wanted a little bit of wiggle room in case we had a volatility candle to short me out. I didn't want to be in it. Now, obviously, I ended up getting stopped because the entire market changed directions. But generally speaking, when the pattern is clean like that, it will not happen that way. Get out of here. Okay, that's all the data that I can go back to. Maybe I can go to the 5-minute chart. I'm just looking for a continuation pattern. So this day is good. This day is clean. This day was perfect to be trading. Like every single time, this is a clear downtrend, right? Every single time Bitcoin came up to the VWAP, it was an opportunity to short Bitcoin. And then it's just a clean pattern. I don't think I would have taken any more trades here because it doesn't look like we're continuing to touch it, but just direction. You can also add a little bit more here. I only have the number 2 band. Each one of these bands is this 1 standard deviation. So if you think about the bell curve, especially where a lot of this stuff is like done by bots, a lot of the trading is done by bots. We're just looking at statistics. So 1 standard deviation is going to encompass 68% of the trading volume for the day. 2 standard deviations, you're then going to add that 27% to that 60. So you're looking at like 95% of the trading volume is going to be within 2 standard deviations. And then that third band effectively encompasses all of the trading volume for the day. So when I have all 3 bands up, it looks confusing, so I don't usually keep them up all the time. But you can tell anytime we go beyond that 3 standard deviations, we're likely going to revert back to the mean. See, you're getting just too overextended. And it's not something that the RSI is really going to be able to show you too cleanly, because sometimes the RSI will spike even if we didn't get fully out of the 3 standard deviations, you know? So this is what I look for. This day was a perfect day to be trading my strategy. The next day, not so much, right? That direction is not totally clear. We were in an uptrend for most of the morning, and then it broke down, and then we kind of just chopped around, and this little section could have been nice to trade. From here to here, maybe. But I like to wait for the entire day to be a good setup. Yes, hopefully that made sense. See, this also not a bad day. Sometimes you have to be a little bit lenient with it, but that's why we have multiple different things to watch. Because the setup's not here for Bitcoin today, but that doesn't mean it won't be here for something else. That makes sense. What do you think? I'm curious what you think about it, Dwofr, D-Y-O-F-R. That's why, like, these patterns don't look terrible, but they're not bouncing off of it enough to, like, have that confirmed volatility. So these could change at a moment's notice. I really like seeing the consistent bounces. Everything's really following the same pattern right now. I think I'm gonna open up a swing trade on BNB here. Because the risk to reward, the risk to reward is pretty decent here. It's not something to laugh at. Risking 1 to make 3 on this bad puppy. Let's go, let's go. See how confusing it gets if you have it up though? So I always just make it invisible, and then you just get to see clean charts again. Yeah, I'm probably only gonna add like, I'll probably trade with like 25% of the portfolio for this swing trade, and then on, I don't know, what do you think? I think probably 2 or 3x leverage, nothing crazy. So it would take hours to see any mean reversion. Sometimes it does, yeah. I use VWAP, but it stays the same level no matter what time frame. I think I have it set for more of a 1-day candle use. I don't know that, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I thought the VWAP was just for intraday trading. I don't think the VWAP is applicable for long-term time frames, but maybe there's more settings in here that I haven't played around with. Yeah, I'm just not familiar with that version of the VWAP. Yeah, so I just enjoy using it on the short time frames. I just put it to a yearly VWAP. Oh well, it just now appeared. But sometimes it does take hours. Yeah. That's why I will, like, I just scan through to see if there's anything setting up. Like, if there's a consistent pattern, I will look at it and assess it, and then either set up my orders so it'll go through if the pattern ever triggers. Like, I'll set up trigger orders on BitGet, or if it doesn't, I just pay attention a little bit more for the day, and then wait for it to be looking clean. But I find that the more that I trade, the less profitable I am as a trader. So by slicing through a lot of the shit, by like getting rid of all the extra additional things where it's like, oh, but if you trade this, you like this setup, you might also add a little bit more to your arsenal. I find that it just like, I don't end up making more money. In fact, I end up wasting time sitting in front of the computer all day, just looking for trading setups, and then I force the trading setups. So I just stick to my one plan. Which author? It's a good question. I don't even know how to see it. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I have no idea how to see what the author is. I don't think it matters. Maybe it does matter. Yeah, I don't think it matters. The VWAP is just the VWAP. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just added that one. Just whatever this technicals is. Coin market cap. I want to see what is moving today on this. So Immutable X is pumping XDC. So maybe we'll look at XDC and then we'll look at IMX. XDC. Is it on BitGet? There she is. Ooh, that is some tiny baby volume. Okay, XDC just not moving then? Or is it just not moving on this because it's so small? Cool. And IMX. Yeah, neither of these. Neither. Let's look at Kaspa. Kaspa's been cooking. Do you own any Kaspa? Kaspa looks like it's like, I kind of wished it would just shoot straight through the previous all-time high, but that's alright if it doesn't want to. It's got too many people watching it now. A lot of people taking profits from the previous all-time high. Hey, I got you, my man. I got you. It's the least I could do considering there's no trading setup for me on this Friday, this lame Friday. But it is what it is, right? BNB. We're going to go look at BNB futures over on BitGet. And I'm going to... It's crazy because I can go up to 75x, but I'm literally just going to do... Let's do a 3x. Let's do a 3x. That'd be a clean trade. Confirm with the 3x, and we'll go in with 25% of the portfolio. So this is a very small trading account. I'm trying to take the $100 that I put in and grow it to something fearsome. It's funny because this is the third tranche of $100 I've put in, but the other $200, the other two tranches of $100, I was like just enjoying being a degen with the 75 and the 100x and the 125x on BitGet, and just like trying to get in for quick scalps, and you get liquidated very, very fast. So even if I was using small positions, it just like pops off. So going in, create your leverage based on your stop loss. Yeah, that's valid. Let's go see what the stop loss will look like. Let's go see then. I'm not interested in getting the account gone. I don't care to have to restart it again. I'm sticking to my strategy so that I don't have to worry about like refunding it for the fourth time, because the other two times I've just been a dick about it. So I would, well, let's look at signals as well and see if there's anything. This is 100 down there, which is definitely pretty sizable. Not the biggest. 243. I hate how long it takes to load this sometimes. $238. So we could 100% pull back to 238. I don't see anything on signals below, like way down here. There's a little bit of volume down here. I don't see the naked point of controls or anything though, but 232. I think I'm pretty confident with this chilling here. If we were to break down here, I think we would confirm to be out of this channel. If I get stopped out by a wick, so be it. So that is a casual 3.3% loss. Let's see, the account is $87. I'd say I'd be willing to lose like $6. So yeah, 8 to 12x. I'm curious how you came to that calculation for it. Taking the 3% times 10, lose 30% of it. Yeah, I'm still just sticking to like, I'm just going to stick to the 3% or the 3x because I'm not trying to lose. If I go, well, actually, that does tell me I could probably do a 5x and be pretty solid with my conviction on it, because if I'm going in with 20 bucks, I don't really want to lose more than like $5 on this trade for the account, because I don't like, that would be pretty decently sized loss. If it's 3x, if I go in 3%, I'd lose 10% of that 20 bucks. That's $2, so I could double it easily and get up to 6x leverage and then only lose $4. So I think we'll bump it up to 6x on it. There we go. Confirm. 25%. I'll get half of a BNB. Half a BNB. That's funny as hell. And then if it goes well, I'll probably take profits up here before we actually reach it. So 8% times 6, that'd be a lot. 261. The stop loss at 234.8. There we go. Of course, we pumped. Look at that pump. 0.07, but I had a limit order set, so I don't think it even went through yet. I'm not changing it though. It's at 242.02. So we'll have one little wick down and grab it. Odds are, I mean, we're 2 standard deviations away, so odds are I should have waited, and we'll probably see like a scoop to do and then just stress me out for a chunk of the day. But that's all right. Let's see if we fill on camera. And we'll chill. Yeah, we'll chill. I still gotta go. I didn't go live on TikTok yesterday or the day before because I was busy with other shit. Yesterday, I got to be on Crypto Nights podcast, so that was really exciting. It was virtual, but I got to be on 2 segments, so I'm moving up here. For Josh is sick, so I filled in for him. And then the day before, I was busy for the classroom, and I just didn't have enough time to like manage it. I couldn't, there were too many things going on in my head, and I knew I had to sacrifice something, and going live for that hour on TikTok to like rant about the rainbow chart was the thing that got sucked out of my day. One more penny and we get filled. One more penny and we get filled. There we go. All right, it's not filling. I just canceled the order. I don't like that it didn't fill instantly. So we're on BitGet. Yeah, we're on BitGet futures, so I don't understand why it wouldn't just automatically fill. Okay. There we go. Now we just filled. Cool, so I'm in it for half of a BNB with 6x leverage on 25% of my portfolio. So if we get a good, strong push, it's not the exact trade setups that I would have enjoyed for my day trade, but this is a swing trading position, so I'll keep you guys posted on it. If it all goes well, I'll be taking profits at 260, which is 7% gains, or $17. So I'll make half of 17. I'll make $8, which is not a lot of money, but again, with the account only being 87, that's a 10% gain on the account. So let's fucking go. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Your time's your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was fun being here with me.